What if when humans died, they exploded like a nuclear bomb? I'm sure everyone has asked themselves at some point in time this oddly specific question. Here we have a world map, and we're going to place just one human. We started human civilization off in America in the last video. This time I want to start in Australia. So this one guy is going to start the human species. Unfortunately, this one guy doesn't realize that he's also spreading his death nuke DNA trait. Basically, he is going to cause a massive explosion upon his death, and every other human that pops out into this world will do the same thing. You know, to limit the ecological impact, we should really hope this guy just like dies off in this Australian desert, because the more he mates with other people and spreads this horrible DNA trait, the more likely the world map's just going to be destroyed, along with all the beautiful living things around here. Now, don't ask me how this one guy is going to go from 1 to 2. He must reproduce like cells. He just kind of, since he's the first guy around, we're going to name him Adam Bomb. Now we just wait for Eve. Trying to think of a pun for Eve and nuclear bomb. I swear I thought this town's name at first was Among Us. I'm really glad human civilization is starting off in Australia in this world, because if a bunch of nuclear bombs go off, most of the continents will be saved, and New Zealand is already basically Mordor. We're not going to see our first explosion, I think, for a while. We obviously need way more people to begin to spawn. But man, that first war is going to be crazy between two different civilizations. I guess Atom Bomb here has finally reproduced, because we do have 2 people in this town. There she is. She's only 1 year old, where she's getting the trait 2, Death Nuke. This would be an interesting TV show. Like, what if they knew the moment they died, a nuclear bomb was going to go off? Like, you'd have to really preserve human life. Actually, this would be crazy. What if there was already 1 billion people on the planet, and all of a sudden, people would just blow up after they died? We would preserve human life way more. We would probably still have to ship people off to Australia as soon as they started getting a little too old, though. I'm just going to try to make as best of references as possible to nukes. We still have Castle Bravo, Zarabamba. They've already built 4 houses, yet there's only 2 of them. A third person has now joined us. He will now be called Little Boy, and we're eventually going to need a fat man. This reminded me of that SpongeBob episode, like eats the pie and he's going to explode. Basically, all these people ate the pie. Okay, this is still a small person, but I'm just going to call him Fat Man. There's no way I'm going to continue to come up with names like this, though. We actually have our first guy, Adam. He's out here exploring Indonesia. He's 27. I don't know normally. I know people can die in this game of old age. I made sure to enact that, but I don't know when he's probably going to die of old age. Like 99, hopefully. Maybe these people have like 100 years to build up. That would be best if he just like was out exploring India, for example, and then he died of old age, because then he'd preserve his civilization. Unfortunately, the humans don't know they're going to blow up. We now have the 5th person that's joined us. Like how Fat Man is just walking around. I'm trying to find the new person. This is just a super epic name. Demon Core has a long liver. He's stupid though. We should have named this guy. No, never mind. Hiroshima. This Australian civilization has now spread to Indonesia and all of Papua New Guinea. Let's see if they start building islands up here soon. Nagasaki. I think I'm pronouncing that right, spelling it. It's really just the kid. Wait, no, Little Boy's a big boy now. It's like so many kids. They're using so much child labor. I'm going around naming all these people, even though they're destined to die and take out a lot of other people with them. So I'm kind of just wasting my time. There's at least 13 citizens with nuclear bombs strapped to their chest. First windmill's been popped up. Now I made sure to limit settlements to only 100 people, because I do want other civilizations to eventually pop up. I would like to see if like a war were to eventually break out. The war would be, I think, over in seconds. Like the first guy would die, boom, both sides' armies would explode in the fallout, and that's it. Probably really lame. Really run out of names and like references to nukes. Look at Emperor Hirohito over here, the former emperor of Japan. Got a bunch of powers. Ooh, the first boat has made it to India, Sri Lanka to be exact. Can I give the boat a nuclear? But no, okay, the boat is just it's just an entity for some reason. There's no one running the boat. That'd be crazy if one of them decides to go over here. Wait, are those little demons running around? Brain case. Yeah, hopefully none of the humans come over here and accidentally nuke New Zealand. It's super possible. Eve has made it to 31 years old, which means our first guy is probably getting up there in age. I believe he's the king, so he should be pretty easy to find. Atom Bomb is at 43 years old. A little bit scary. He is attractive. If that means anything. Oh, there's a settlement up here. Okay, so that settlement is probably going to revolt, to be honest. Emperor Hirohito is the one that settled this. There are a bunch of bees over here on Japan. That would be ironic if it's Japan that gets taken out here. Emperor Hirohito and Oppenheimer have helped settle. I would like to point out that there is just a small death bomb that could go off, but I decided to go death nuke just for the lulz. Wait a second. I just realized, is this going to cause a massive chain reaction? When the first nuke goes off, then it's going to kill other people, then their nuke's going to go off. It's going to be like, boop, 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 boop. We actually might accidentally destroy the entire world. I actually feel like Oppenheimer right right now. The percentage is small that we destroy the entire world, so we must go through with it. I am become death destroyer of Worldbox. Again, ideally, it will be the Australian colony that gets taken out, because the world can still survive out here with, you know, China and stuff like that. I also don't know what kind of, I mean, how much resource does Australia really provide? It is a giant desert. To be honest, I don't know how big the each nuke is going to be. I know it's going to be pretty big. I wasn't sure what those fireworks were. I thought the first nuke was really going off, but no. A lot of people are joining the Chinese Australian colony. Is that an emu? Oh, that's this is just a buffalo. Okay, a bear introduced to this scenario would absolutely cause complete chaos. A bear could probably take out the entire world accidentally. Oppenheimer's currently working on this windmill with a Gooba. I did not name Gooba. I wish I did. That's a cool epic name. I'll name my son Gooba. I can give death nukes to chickens, but let's not cause even more. You know what? You know, I'll give it to just this one chicken. How long do chickens survive? Wait, the chickens aren't attacking humans, right? I was gonna say, okay, but they are, yeah, people are killing the chickens. There's currently two different, okay, so there's now a Kazakhstan that's just been founded. Oh, natural disasters could be, okay, if someone gets hit by a lightning bolt, that would be very bad. You would think that would cause even more chaos. Wait. Oh my goodness, I just realized oh crap, I gave a chicken the death nuke. So when a human goes to eat the chicken and kill it, it's over. I don't know if that's what's gonna happen, but okay, we're in the age of tears. Can we not do that? We really don't need that. I'm actually very afraid. As the video goes on, it feels like things are just heightening and heightening and heightening. It's getting more and more intense. I can hear the music, the crescendoing, especially because I think a chain reaction could completely destroy everything. Like I don't know, it depends on where the first person dies, and it depends if there's a guy right here in Indonesia to connect the explosions. Boom, 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 boom. Luckily, there hasn't been a war just yet. We really just have to see like how old the king is. That's what this comes down to. He's 61 years old. He ended up having a golden tooth, being wise. I was bored. Wait, what? He's 61 years old and he's still attractive? Lucky. What is that? Oh, that's a boat. Okay. Make sure there's no piranhas, nothing too bad that's happening. I think the humans last 99 years, or they can. There still hasn't been a war yet either. That could also, I'm waiting for the king to die, but it doesn't have to go down that way. Creatures can die from old age. I wonder if humans can, though. It does say creatures. What's sad is I would like to have known. I wish we knew who would die first. Like, who is going to set off the chain reaction? I'm fairly confident by now that one death will destroy the entire world, actually. Maybe not the entire world, but the Eastern Hemisphere for sure. This boat has the right idea. Just get the hell away. Just go, run. You have no idea what's about to happen. I feel like the giants should have an even bigger nuke strapped to their chest. Is that the lore we're going with, that they have a nuke strapped to their chest? Or is it just like the pie in SpongeBob, where it's just in their intestines? It's like their heartbeat is the thing that keeps the nuke from not exploding. There's a big ship here in the Baltic Sea. Oh, I can give a death nuke to a cat. Meow. I don't want to do that. Atom Bomb is now 65. He does have a wooden sinister razor blade. If only he knew the power he had inside himself. See, that's the other thing. Would the people just randomly kamikaze themselves if they knew they were going to explode upon death? Like, you could win any war that way if you planned it correctly. I want to say that there will be at least a couple surviving humans, very likely. We also just have a new settlement in Scandinavia. So then there's going to be this whole story of rebuilding, but they don't know that same event is going to take place. I don't even know how much time will happen between the first nuke and the second chain reaction nuke. We have organized armies yet? I think oh, what the heck was that? I think I just saw a lightning strike go down. It didn't hit anybody, but it might cause a fire. And then if they try to put out that fire, oh boy. No, I think everything is good for now. There's 222 people currently running around. I'm wondering if also because there are so many people that are on the same age path, will the explosions not connect in a chain reaction, but so many people are going to die around the same time just because of old age and coincidence. That's what's going to bring down civilization. How many boats do they have? Oh man, the humans that get to the Western Hemisphere though, they're going to be set. Just send one-year-old. That's it. That's the goal for these humans, is just to survive, just to be around long enough to continue the species. I don't even want to begin to think the reasoning for this evolutionary trait. Why would humans need to explode upon death? In a way, bees kind of do it. They use the one thing, their most powerful tactic, and then die, the stinger. They're like the original kamikaze insects. Interesting how many people left the initial Australian continent to go out and explore further. The king is still in the capital though. He started this company. Do you know how much he's going to sacrifice? They've now made it to North Africa. Yeah, when a new colony gets formed, a huge wave of humans run over, which I guess is accurate. It's like the gold rush of California. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. Castle Bravo. Oh man, he's 77. He hasn't had any age problems yet though. Like there's no health issues. Another lightning strike just went off. Kind of scary. I think there's enough resources for like the humans to continue to feed. Like they're not going to starve out, I don't believe. There's a rhinoceros over here, which could be a problem. I think only if they hit him. Whoa, way too many people in like a line going this way. These guys have sticks and shields. Oh, there it goes. Oh, and I actually got to see it. I'm so glad I got to witness it. What happened? That was not the king. Holy crap. That started in Europe, but did he get struck by lightning? And there was a chain reaction. The exact opposite of what I expected happened. It's actually just Australia that survived that. How many people that I named just passed away too? Weirdly, the Chinese colony survived. Population is down to 87. That is not the way I expected this to go. I think it was maybe a fire. Maybe a fire got burned. Oh, wow. We have humans actually just... Oh, that's a cat. Okay, never mind. I think the humans now can survive. There won't be a chain reaction anymore. This might have been the best thing for the people. There are still people running out there. I don't think they're a part of any civilization yet. They might be trying to go and find a new home to settle. There's actually a lot of... Okay, so some people did survive the nuclear blast. They probably have a little bit of radiation poisoning. It's all good. That never killed anyone. Crazy the king outlived all that. He's 82. He's starting to get more and more hungry. Okay, so that might be the problem. The starvation. There's no more crops to use anymore. I just want to see if humans can survive this. They are rebuilding. They are rebuilding in the middle of Siberia. It's not a whole lot to work with. Just wonder, like, can the humans continue? I feel like they're not growing as fast as they did before. No one's gone down to Antarctica. Antarctica still... Wait, wait a second. What is this? I don't think this was an explosion. What is that? This is just a random sword walking around. This was, I think, due to a lightning strike. I think... Okay, well, the king just died, I think. Yep, the king... I think that was the king dying of old age. I think he's what caused that. Wow, all of Australia is destroyed. Which I kind of thought that. Wow, Australia's literally become New Zealand. Indonesia as well. There's 42 people that still live in Among Us. The new king is Enola Gay. I think she's like the 4th person. Obviously based off of the plane. She's 68. This is not good for you. Yeah, well, there's... How did this guy survive? That's crazy. There's actually a couple people that survived. Obviously, kind of just barely. They lost like half their health. How are they not like just virtually vaporized? Maybe not virtually, instantly. So I think the kings like ended up living to... Okay, oh, that might have destroyed humans. Yeah, the Among Us civilization is over right there. I think this guy might have died from hunger. I think that's also a big factor. Is there anyone left? World population 2. Okay, I just want to see, can these two figure it out? Is it the two from Australia? It is. Come on, guys. Keep it up, guys. They have a nuke obviously inside of them, but they're 15 and 12. Figure it out, guys. Keep humans going. I think, honestly, I think that third explosion is because they starved. Just, you know, just do so. I know that there's nothing here. Just start swimming. You know, these nuclear explosions aren't necessarily blowing up the land, I noticed. They're just like, yeah, burning everything. Oh, they did it. Okay. These, it's so possible. It is so possible humans keep going. The problem is hunger. Oh, yep. Look, they're down to 5%. This guy's gonna explode. One of them. Okay, well, this person's down to 4%. Just keep on mating. Keep mating and send them out. I don't know if this is gonna work. I do have random animals spawn on, so maybe they can like eat a chicken real quick. Please, we can't go out like this. There's a third dude. Now, if that 3-year-old goes to like the tip of Australia, then maybe, oh, there's a 4th one. Oh, they're figuring out a way to eat. Okay, their food levels are not good, but they are figuring out ways to eat, I think. I don't know what they're eating. Just get another colony somewhere else and you're good. Do not stay on this continent. Everyone will die on this continent. Do not stay. Well, I guess they didn't last time. Maybe it is possible for someone to survive. Oh, I think there's... What the heck? Don't fight this thing. Glob? Don't fight that thing. Well, at least they're like further enough away where if they do... Okay, I don't think it's fighting back. Oh, no, they're taking damage. Where are these globs coming from? Boom, they made it to India. That pretty much confirms, as long as they don't set up a colony somewhere in between to start the nuclear reaction again, well, that pretty much confirms that humans will just continue in this cycle of build and rebuild and build and rebuild. But I think they would continue to go on. It would just be really sad and depressing. The civilization has a ticking time bomb. And big thanks to my patrons this month. Drew, I'm your dad, back with the milk. Look outside. Carino is best girl. The clone's training is complete and is Frederick, I can't sleep without Australia is real. I am not a paid actor. The great Jack Draven's annoying friend. Sebby, if you hear this, I love you. Good old The Mexican 7 Fat Norwal. Rye the Pie. Caramel Luxembourg lover. And why am I doing this?